If you're looking for movies where it's not just romance but a dangerous mix of betrayal, hidden desires, and complicated relationships, then this list was made just for you. Today we're going to talk about 8 movies where a married woman is seen stuck between the choices of her life. Some films have a pretty bold story, some have emotional depth, and some have the perfect combination of both. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now let's talk about the number 8 movie on this list. Its name is Monamour. This film was released in 2005. The story follows a married woman who goes on vacation with her husband. But her husband is so busy with his work that he doesn't pay any attention to his wife. In that loneliness, she meets another man and an attraction starts to develop between the two. Slowly, she walks down a path from which coming back becomes really difficult. Further into the story, a complicated mix of cheating, guilt, and desire is shown. The scenes in the film are pretty bold, which is why it clearly falls in the 18 plus category. If you're a fan of Tinto Brass films, then you must watch this film at least once. Now let's talk about the number 7 movie on this list. Its name is Fidelity, and it was released in 2019. This is a Russian film. Earlier I used to have a little hesitation with Russian films, but this film completely changed my opinion. The story follows a young married woman who feels that her husband has started ignoring her. She feels that a distance has grown between the two and their relationship has only remained in name. In that frustration and loneliness, she looks for a way out. She starts meeting different people and tries to find her lonely feelings in someone else. Eventually, this makes her life really complicated. The film explores cheating not just on a physical level, but also on an emotional level, which makes it pretty different and interesting. It is an honest and realistic film that will leave you thinking. Now let's talk about the number 6 movie on this list. Its name is Chloe, and it was released in 2009. This film has some casting that makes the film even more interesting. The story follows a married woman who suspects her husband of cheating. Instead of directly talking to her husband, she uses a different approach. She hires an escort whose name is Chloe so that she can test her husband. She tells Chloe to meet her husband and come back and tell her everything. Chloe starts doing that, but slowly things start going in a completely different direction from the plan. The very situation that was started to end things becomes even more complicated. The film has unexpected twists and the story is really gripping. There are scenes too, but the real fun of the film is in its unpredictable story. If you like psychological thrillers and bold drama, then definitely watch this film. Now let's talk about the number 5 film on this list. Its name is Unfaithful, and it was released in 2002. This is the most iconic film on this list, and if you haven't watched it yet, then you are seriously missing a classic. The story follows a happily married woman whose marriage is going really well. One day out of nowhere, she meets an attractive French man, and there is a strong attraction between the two. In the beginning, it seems like just a normal meeting, but slowly it starts turning into an affair. She knows it's wrong, but she can't stop herself. Meanwhile, her husband also starts getting suspicious. He starts noticing that something has changed in his wife. The film doesn't just show romance. Its consequences, guilt, and her husband's reaction are also an important part of the story. The film is emotionally intense, and the ending will leave you thinking. This is one of the best films of this genre. I would strongly recommend it. Now let's talk about the number 4 film on this list. Its name is Addicted, and it was released in 2014. The story follows a successful married businesswoman who has everything: a good husband, beautiful children, and a great career. But despite all of that, she feels something missing in her life. Meanwhile, she meets a man she simply can't resist. At first, it seems like just a small encounter, but slowly it turns into a full-blown affair. And then this affair doesn't remain just attraction. It becomes an obsession she can't let go of, even if she wants to. That's exactly why the film is named Addicted. Moving forward, her own family and her perfect life, everything comes in danger. The emotional arc of the film is really strong and the story genuinely touches you from within. If you like a mix of drama and passion, then do watch this film. Now let's talk about the number 3 film on this list. Its name is Deep Water, and it was released in 2022. This film stars Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, and honestly, those two names alone are enough reason to watch the film. The story follows a married couple, where there is a strange agreement between the two. The husband lets his wife have affairs, so that there's no divorce. At first glance, you'll think the husband is a pretty cool and calm person, like nothing really gets to him. But when the wife's lovers start disappearing in mysterious ways, people start suspecting the husband. Is he really that calm? Or is something else going on beneath the surface? The film then shifts into psychological thriller territory, where every single scene carries a tension you can really feel. This is not just a cheating story. It has mystery, dark obsession, and an atmosphere that keeps you on edge. If you enjoy both thrillers and bold drama, then Deep Water is perfect for you. Now let's talk about the number 2 film on this list. Its name is Lady Chatterley's Lover, and it was released on Netflix in 2022. This is based on a classic novel that has been adapted many times before, but this version is done really well. The story follows an upper class woman whose husband gets injured in the war and becomes paralyzed. The physical relationship between the two ends, and she finds herself surrounded by a very deep loneliness. In that emptiness, she starts getting close to a simple working class gamekeeper on her estate. Their worlds are completely different. One is wealthy, the other is just an ordinary man. But a deep emotional and physical connection starts to develop between the two. For the first time, she truly wants to live her life. Their relationship is forbidden and is looked down upon by society, but the film portrays it really sensitively. There are bold scenes too, but the emotional depth of the film is even stronger. This is a beautiful and moving film that you will definitely enjoy. And now let's talk about the top number 1 film on this list. Its name is Baby Girl, and it was released in 2024, meaning this is the newest film on the list. Being such a new film, I honestly didn't have much trust at first, whether it would be good or not. But as I started watching it, I felt that the film was actually pretty solid. The bold scenes are not too many, but the ones that are there are really next level and well done. The story follows a pretty wealthy and slightly older woman who is very powerful and successful in her professional life. But in her personal life, she feels something entirely different. She is a little unhappy with her husband. Meanwhile, a young guy comes into her life, and an unexpected relationship starts to develop between the two. It's not just attraction. There is a really complicated and intense connection between the two. The control she has in her professional life is something she wants to let go of in her personal life. And that's exactly what makes this film so interesting. Moving forward, their lives get really complicated. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but if you enjoy age gap movies, then you should definitely check this one out. It had been a long time since I came across a new age gap movie that I actually enjoyed this much. So guys, that was our complete list of 8 unfaithful wife movies. I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to see more lists like this, then definitely keep coming back to the channel. That's all for now. See you in the next video. Peace out.